Wisdom for women only, still in Deuteronomy 28, talking about, I believe, the curses that we are seeing on the land of the United States of America, mostly because of the sin and apostasy and wicked ways of the church people. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Deuteronomy 28:33. The fruit of thy land and all thy labor shall a nation which you know not eat up, and you shall be only oppressed and crushed away. You know, we have other nations, not just one, but other nations invading our land openly. And I think that's a supernatural thing that God is allowing. I don't think it's any political party's fault 100%. I think it's the church's fault. And I think that because of that, God is judging us and letting aliens take over our land. The Lord will smite thee in the knees and in the legs, and a sore botch that cannot be healed, from the sole of thy foot and to the top of thy head. Well, this one of the problems we're seeing with obesity in America is knee problems and hip problems and joint problems and fractured ankles where they break like twigs. So I think that this is all a curse, and we need to turn from our wicked ways. It's all over the Bible. The Lord shall bring thee and your king, which you set over you, into a nation which neither thou nor the fathers have known, and there you will serve other gods of wood and stone. That happened to Israel, ancient Israel and ancient Judah. God punished them and sent them into captivity. And you've heard of the 10 lost tribes. Why? Where are they? Well, they're lost. Why? Because God sent them into other nations and they were dispersed. So I don't know if that'll happen to us in the United States. It might. We will become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword among all nations. We're seeing that now. We're being mocked for our weakness, our military weakness, our foolishness, our empire building. I mean, our economy, the disaster we have it in. This is supernatural. I don't think we can blame it on a president or a party. This is supernatural. How else? Why else would any politician want to do this knowingly to our country? So I think this is a judgment from God. You will carry much seed out into the field and gather much, but gather little, because the locust will consume it. I mean, why are we having pesticides and fertilizers? We wouldn't need it if we just obeyed God. We will plant vineyards and dress them, but not drink the wine, nor gather the grapes, for the worms shall eat them. We have that problem in the United States with our crops. The olive trees will cast its fruit, will beget sons and daughters, and they'll go into captivity. Well, God forbid. The locust will eat their trees. The stranger that is within thee will get high above thee, and you will come down very low. So all these illegal aliens that are coming into our country, looks like they're going to do well if we believe if the Bible comes true and we don't repent. He will lend to you, and you will not lend to him. He will be the head, and you will be the tail. So all these curses will come upon thee and pursue thee and overtake thee until you be destroyed, because you hearkened not unto the voice of the Lord thy God, and you didn't obey his commandments and statutes that he gave you. So that, I think, is the church in a nutshell. 2 Chronicles 7:14, God talked to Solomon, and he said, if my people, which are called by my name, that's us, that's not the heathen, that's not the people that you were all mad at for doing all this stuff. If my people shall humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways. Most Christians don't even know that there is such a thing as being and walking in wicked ways for a Christian, because our pastors never told us. God expects us to not sin. He said he saved us out of slavery to sin. He expects us to walk in righteousness. We're not supposed to be covetous. We're not supposed to have a love of money. We're not supposed to covet our neighbor's goods. We're not supposed to lie. Most Christians lie. We're not supposed to steal or be in strife with our neighbors. So if we turn from our wicked ways, then he will hear from heaven. He'll hear our prayers, and maybe he'll save the United States of America.